Hello students, we are going to see the source free response of RC circuit. So in this session we are going to see the source free response. So in the throughout this unit we need to consider two types of responses, that is of source response, that is of force excitation response, and source free response. Source free response is nothing but whenever in the source free response we are going to disconnect the voltage source or current source from the circuit, and we are going to analyze how the circuit behaves. So in the source free response, initially the circuit elements are connected to source. In the source free response, initially the elements are connected to the source. At t equal to 0, we are going to move this switch to from one position to second position. By moving like this, we are disconnecting this source from this circuit or this from this element. So in that situation, how circuit behaves and how the voltage across the capacitor decreases, whether it is linearly or exponentially. So what is the form and how the remaining elements behaves. So for that, let us assume that the switch is at position 1 for long time. So we are assuming that the switch is at position 1. This is a position 1, this is a position 2. Let us assume that the switch is at position 1 for long time. By connecting the switch at long time, what happens? Here we have IC is equal to the current through the capacitor. IC is equal to C into d Vc by dt. Long time is nothing but t tends to infinity. If this t tends to infinity, then this total term becomes 0. If this total term is 0, then IC tends to 0. IC is nothing but current through the capacitor tends to 0. If current through the capacitor tends to 0, this capacitor acts as open circuit. Got my point? If it is connected, if t tends to infinity is nothing but steady state condition. Under steady state condition, this capacitor acts as a open circuit. So in the open circuit, so whatever the voltage of input, the same voltage will appear across this open terminals. So under open circuit condition, the voltage across the capacitor Vc becomes V. It means that the voltage across the capacitor reaches to its steady state value when the switch is at position for 1 for long time. Now we are going to change the switch position from 1 to 2 at t equal to 0. At t equal to 0, just we are moving from 1 to 2. This movement happens in fraction of seconds, that is in microseconds it happens. And we are going to see the transient behavior of the circuit. It means that by moving from 1 to 2, how the voltage across the capacitor. So initially the capacitor gets charges with respect to this voltage. Whenever the switch moves from 1 to 2, it getting like the capacitor gets starts off discharging. So that we are going to see that discharging, whether it is linearly discharges or exponentially discharges. In what way it discharges, we are going to see in this session. So in what way it discharges, whether it linearly discharges through the resistor or whether it exponentially discharges, that we are going to see in this session. The third point is at t equal to 0 minus. T equal to 0 minus is nothing but just before moving from 1 to 2. So by moving from 1 to 2, we are disconnecting this voltage source. We are disconnecting the voltage source. So at t equal to 0 minus, switch is at position 1. At t equal to 0 minus. So this is a switch position at t equal to 0 minus, and this is at t equal to 0 plus. At t equal to 0 plus, the switch is at position 2. This the time difference between your t equal to 0 minus and 0 plus is in microseconds. So at t equal to 0 plus, switch is at position 2. By moving the switch at position 2, so we can conclude that this voltage source is disconnected from the circuit. So initially Vc of 0 minus, that is at t equal to 0 minus, what is the value of Vc? Already we have seen. What is the value of Vc? Vc is equal to V. This is at t equal to, this is at t equal to 0 minus. Why we are getting t equal to 0 minus V? Because it is connected for long time. If it is connected for long time, at steady state, the capacitor acts as an open circuit. So if Vc equal to 0 minus is V, then Vc equal to 0 plus. 0 plus is nothing but the switch is at position 2. 0 plus also, the voltage across the capacitor remains same. Even though the voltage source, even though this voltage source is disconnected from these elements, the voltage across the capacitor remains same as at a position 1. Because what is the reason? The capacitor does not allow sudden changes in the voltage. That's why at Vc equal to 0 minus, V volts we are having voltage across the capacitor. At Vc equal to 0 plus also, the voltage across the capacitor is V only. So let us take the remain, that is of circuit. This part we are going to analyze. So by moving the position of switch, from 1 to 2, we are going to get this circuit. We are going to get this circuit, this closed loop. This is of open. So we are going to analyze this closed loop. At t equal to 0 plus, this is the circuit. At t equal to 0 plus, here you are going to have a closed loop. This capacitor voltage, the voltage of the capacitor acts as a voltage source and it supplies some current throughout the circuit. So the voltage of the resistor is VR, voltage drop. So by applying KVL to this circuit, we are going to get the voltage drop across your resistor, voltage drop across your capacitor. Voltage drop across your resistor is I into R plus Vc. But I is nothing but current flowing to this circuit. So whatever the current which flows through this resistor, the same amount of current flows through this, capacitor also. So from the equation of capacitor voltage is equal to IC equal to C into D Vc by dt. So by just substitute here. By substituting here, I equal to C into D Vc by dt into R plus Vc equal to 0. From this we are going to get d Vc by dt, R into C, just we have taken to 1 by Rc, like this. So this is your d Vc by dt into Rc plus Vc equal to 0. If you multiply, like if you take this Rc to the downside, just divide and multiply. Here you are going to get dVc by dt is equal to 1 by Rc into Vc is equal to 0. If you take this Rc common, what happens? If I take this Rc common, you are going to get dVc by dt plus 1 by Rc into Vc is equal to 0 by taking Rc common. So this is the equation we got, dVc by dt plus 1 by Rc into Vc equal to 0. Just compare this equation with dy by dx plus p into y equal to 0. What is this equation? This is the equation for homogeneous linear differential equation. So if you compare this equation with this standard equation of your homogeneous linear differential equation, here you are going to write y is nothing but your Vc and p is nothing but your 1 by Rc and x is your t. And we have seen the solution of your homogeneous linear differential equation contains only complementary function. Why? Because actually the general solution contains particular integral plus complementary function. In the particular integral there is the involvement of q, but here the q value is 0. If the q is 0, the particular integral becomes also 0. So only it contains complementary function only. So that complementary function is given as Cf is equal to a into e power minus px. That is y is equal to a into e power minus px. So from this, what is y? Y is equal to Vc. If I substitute in the place of y, Vc a into e power What is the P? P is equal to 1 by RC, 1 by RC into T. So this is called as a transient response of the source free RC. This is the equation indicates the transient response. It means that this equation indicates, by this equation we can conclude that the voltage across the capacitor when it is off in the source free condition, it decreases linearly, it decreases exponentially. E power minus 1 by RC indicates that it decreases exponentially. And here we have to find this A value. This A value, to solve for constant A, we have to consider the initial conditions at switch positions. Let us consider this is your switch position. At t equal to 0 minus, the switch is at position 1, and what is the voltage? Vc equal to V, absolutely, Vc equal to V. And at t equal to 0 plus, the switch is at position 2. What is the Vc? Vc also same V. This is called as Vc of 0 minus, and this is your Vc of 0 plus. Why? The capacitor does not allow the sudden changes in the voltage. So from this we can write, what is the equation we got? A transient response. Vc is equal to A into e power minus 1 by Rc into T. At t equal to 0, is nothing but when the switch is closed. When the switch is moved from position 1 to position 2. Vc is equal to, if I substitute t equal to 0, then Vc equal to A into e power 0, then you are going to get A is equal to, which is equal to your Vc. A is equal to the voltage across the capacitor. So at t equal to 0 minus and t equal to 0 plus. At t equal to 0 plus, what is the value of Vc? Vc is equal to V. At t equal to 0 plus, just after connecting, at t equal to 0 plus, at t equal to 0 plus, Vc is equal to V. So we can write A is nothing but your voltage, that is your source voltage. So from this, the transient response is equal to Vc is equal to A into e power minus 1 by Rc into T. So by from this, in the place of A, we have to write V, that is your source voltage. So Vc is equal to V into e power minus 1 by Rc into T. So Vc is equal to V into e power minus 1 by Rc into T, where this Rc is called as time constant. This time constant is indicated with tau. So where this Rc is called as a time constant, this time constant is equal to tau is equal to Rc. So by substituting this tau is equal to Rc, here you are going to get Vc is equal to V into e power minus T by tau. So let us draw the equation for Vc and T. So at t equal to 0, if you substitute at t equal to 0, this becomes your e power 0. E power 0 is 1. So here you are going to get Vc is equal to V. Next, at t equal to 1 tau, that is of t equal to tau, V into e power minus 1. V into e power minus 1 is nothing but 0.37 V. At t equal to 2 tau, that becomes your Vc becomes V in 0.135 V. And 3 tau 0.0505 V. At 4 tau 0.001 V. At 5 tau 0.007 V. It means that at 5 tau approximately your Vc is reaching to 0. So by this table, if I draw a graph, initially at t equal to 0, what will be the value of your Vc? It is of equal to V. And at t equal to 1 tau, it is reaching the value of 0.37, that is of 37% of T. It is reaching 37% of T. And at 2 tau, again it is decreasing. At 3 tau, it is decreasing. At 4 tau, again it is decreasing. At 5 tau, approximately its value reaches to 0. So if I draw a graph by taking this point, so this is your like this type of graph we are going to get. So what is the equation for this graph? Vc is equal to V into e power minus 1 by Rc into T. minus 1 by RC into T. So like the time it takes to decrease, that depends upon your tau. The time, the discharging time of your capacitor, the discharging time of your, it is exponentially discharging. The capacitor is discharging exponentially. The discharging time of your capacitor, that is tau is equal to RC. That depends upon your RC. If tau is more, if tau is more, then the capacitor takes more time to discharge. The capacitor takes more time to discharge. More time to discharge. So like this only, like if you consider your mobile phone. So in our mobile phone, so what is our condition? So always we expect the charging time should be less and discharging time should be more, because if charging time for charging, if it takes 15 minutes, if for charging if it takes 15 minutes, we expect for discharging of your battery, we expect discharging of for your battery for 1 day or for 24 hours or for more time we expect. For if while selecting any mobile phone, so what is the condition we select? Charging and discharging time. So if a mobile phone which charges in less time and discharges, it takes more time to discharge, then we select that mobile only. So if there is any mobile in the market which takes more time for charging and less time for discharging, nobody will prefer. So that charging time can be controlled with the help of this time constant. So this time constant is set in such a way that this time constant depends upon your resistor and capacitor value. So while designing any circuit, this time constant is selected in such a way that to get charging time less and discharging time more. So this is a one application of your transient response. So what is the need to see the transient response? So by using the transient response, we are going to see how the capacitor is going to discharge. So in the next class, we are going to see source free response of your RL circuit.